Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn August 27, 2023. Mental Mercury is moving along like a mischievous little child. He is never afraid to rock the boat. Whichever zodiac sign he stands within, he will take on their qualities and energetic frequency. Presently, he is in Virgo. Virgo is symbolized by the Virgin, who is ever giving, resourceful but also kind, compassionate, and nurturing. Yet, during its retrograde phases, he encourages us to turn within and understand everything this zodiac sign rules. Now is a good time to see if you're allowing your work and life balance to build you and your relationships or not. What can you tap into? As the moon enters its detriment, you may become increasingly introverted. No worries. You might be ready to take a step back to rest and relax this weekend after a long workweek. Since the lunation will call you to reflect, you might be more subconsciously aware of what your hidden talents and weaknesses are as a professional. The catch-22 is not spiraling as you consider what you want or need to work on to improve as a professional. Focus on your strengths as a professional. At the same time that Mars, in his last full day in your financial sector, is not only looking to the future but in a way that can leave you with something to keep fighting for, the Sun is spending his first weekend and Mercury, his first in retrograde motion here. With Mercury's smart head for money now trained on the rear view mirror and the solar now on your financial situation and money matters, Mars is free to leave you with aspirations that you have the time and resources to reach. You may find yourself involved in a deep conversation today. There is room for unusual expression, humorous, perhaps, or surprising in other ways. It's important to stay grounded and fly under the radar so that you don't get flooded. Stay in tune with your body, as you may experience unusual hunger, or crave some unusual taste or spice. Follow your instincts and gratify yourself, explore the new. Also, try to be in bed early tonight. Your body will appreciate the extra rest. You are going through some turbulence in your numerological chart these days. It would be good for you to keep your equilibrium while getting rid of certain ways of behaving. Be open to new ways of looking at things. If you aren't, you could be overbearing today and provoke some tension in your family or with friends. To avoid any breakouts with those close to you, be conciliatory and everything will go for the best. The moon's return to a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart each month is always an invitation to slow down, and when it returns over the weekend, this is always an advantage. However, if this is encouraging you to keep your work hat off over the weekend, you might find that you could get used to this, with these nostalgic and reflective lunar vibes having a positive effect on body, mind, and soul. With Mars returning to an adventurous part of your chart tomorrow, and as you have reached a point in this professional year where it is more about keeping things on track, this is a chance to start thinking more about your free time. As the moon leaves your friendship sector today, it wraps up a visit that not only saw it form a friendly aspect to Venus and the asteroid Juno in your relationship sector, but to both planets in your communication sector. With both planets in your communication sector in retrograde motion and Venus, the planet of love, moving into her final week in retrograde motion, this makes it easier to give your emotional responses, relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Our eyes in the sky. As both planets in your financial sector approach a momentary pause, preparing for Uranus' impending retrograde shift in 2 days followed by Jupiter's reversal a week later, the foundation of support beneath you only strengthens. While much of this bolstering has been attributed to Mars, who is concluding his stay in the intuitive and creative sector of your chart, there's a wealth of reinforcement on the horizon. It's worth noting that even as Mars departs, the positive momentum persists, with the moon stepping into an encouraging alignment today. Having formed a harmonious connection with Venus, the planet of money, just yesterday, the moon now extends its affable influence to the North Node and both planets residing in your financial sector. As Venus gradually detaches from her own supportive interaction with the financial planets, the moon undertakes the role of maintaining your emotional and intuitive engagement. Simultaneously, it nurtures your financial confidence and sparks the flames of your imaginative faculties. In this juncture, as Mars, with only one day left in your financial sector, envisions the future with a focus that ignites your determination, the Sun marks its inaugural weekend presence here. Meanwhile, Mercury continues its retrograde motion, channeling its astute financial acumen toward the past, offering insights gleaned from hindsight. As the solar spotlight shifts onto your financial landscape, including your monetary standing and matters, Mars departs, leaving behind a trail of aspirations accompanied by the belief that you possess the time and resources necessary to manifest them. Under the influence of the Sagittarius moon, a dynamic square aspect forms with Neptune retrograde. This celestial alignment beckons us to embrace our innermost currents. Today is a canvas for authentic self-expression, where external influences from friends, family, or colleagues hold no sway. The essence of living your most fulfilled life hinges on embracing every facet of your identity. Instead of concealing your true self, take joy in openly sharing your individuality with the world around you. Your grasp of financial matters is grounded in realism, coupled with a keen intuition guiding you toward astute business decisions. This blend of practicality and instinct equips you with the self-assuredness to heed your sound gut instincts. Through this, you might even stumble upon fresh alliances in the business realm, partnerships that will undoubtedly extend their gratitude your way. These newfound connections have the potential to prove invaluable down the line. This financial sensibility you possess doesn't just appear once in your text, it's woven into your approach, bolstering your ability to make sound choices. Consequently, you'll find the self-assurance to lend an ear to your intuitive inklings. This could even lead you to forge meaningful collaborations with new business associates, who will likely be deeply appreciative of your contributions. Keep in mind that these relationships may well hold significance for your future undertakings, serving as valuable resources and allies.